So if you've been wondering if it is a good idea to even get into the YouTube game because you're like, it's going to be maybe a year or two before I even get monetized. And then when I get monetized, it won't even be very much money. Is it even worth it? I believe that it is. My name's Micah Nichols. I started a YouTube channel over a year ago. I got my first channel monetized in about 9.5 months. I didn't have a video go viral. I didn't have a coach. I didn't read any books on it. I didn't do any. I just started YouTube and just started learning as I went and got it monetized in 9.5 months with very hard work. Now I've started this channel to teach people how to, do YouTube channels and monetize them. So if you would like to know how to start and do a YouTube channel, subscribe to this channel. In the meantime, let's talk about why it's worth it, even if you don't get it monetized. At first, it probably seems like ad revenue is the way to really make your money on YouTube. That's what everybody gets in their head. Ad revenue. I'm going to make a ton of ad revenue money. Ad revenue usually accounts for about 30% of YouTubers' income off of YouTube. The reason that is because ad revenue doesn't really pay that much. I mean, it can pay good money. It can definitely, even if you're just doing it for ad revenue, it can give you a good side income, but it's not that much compared to what you can get from other sources. My first dollar that I made on YouTube, that I got cash in hand, I believe was like $12. I did affiliate marketing for some prescription lenses to go in a virtual reality headset. I was not monetized. I had never gotten any ad revenue. I think I was somewhere around 500 to 600 subscribers. And so I might have been in the YouTube partner program, but they kind of trick you. They're like, oh, you can get in the YouTube partner program at 500 subscribers now and 3,000 watch hours instead of the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. But as far as ad revenue goes, though, you don't get the ad revenue until the 1,000 subscribers hits. So even if you're in the YouTube partner program at 500, the only way that you can make like money off of YouTube is if you start doing memberships at 500 subscribers, or if you start doing live streams at 500 subscribers. And chances are, if you're doing live streams and you have super stickers, if you don't know what that is, or super chats, it's where people basically, when you do a live stream, people either send you money to ask a question, or they just send them money to do a little sticker thing. And people do that all the time. It's very common. It's not something that's, unusual. You can get that money, but at 500 subscribers, it can be difficult unless you have some sort of business. If you have a business, it might be a lot easier to do that. But then I would assume that you'd probably grow pretty quick past that 500. So my first money made, I didn't have a business. It was a YouTube channel for virtual reality gaming. And I know if you're thinking gaming, oh, well, gaming is oversaturated. Gaming is not easy to get monetized on. I'm not telling if you want to do a gaming channel that you shouldn't. But what I'm saying is a lot of people roll their eyes when they hear gaming. Oh, that's easy. It's not. It is not an easy thing to do at all. I started my channel and saw many people that were ahead of me, and I went past them and got monetized before them, because it's a difficult thing. You have to really figure out in any topic or niche what it is that's working in that topic or niche. And so at 500 subscribers, you can, get in the part program, but you don't get that ad revenue. So I started having people kind of hunt me out and realize that my quality of my videos, I put a lot of work into them. I tried to make them the best that I could, and they wanted their products on my channel. And that was very, very encouraging. And it really kind of changed my mentality of how gaining income works, because my brain always kind of just thought that, you go to work, you get paid. This is more of like I do something once and then people keep buying it. They keep going back and keep purchasing commission and getting me commissions. And that's really, really, really interesting that happened before I ever even got an ad revenue dollar. It's absolutely worth it to start YouTube too. This is one of the big points. Probably should have put this first. You won't learn anything. You can watch all the videos. You can read all the books. You're not going to learn anything about YouTube if you don't start doing it. It's like if you tell your kid who wants to learn how to ride a bike, okay, buddy, tell you what, why don't you read this book? Let's assume that they're old enough to read. Why don't you read this book? And after you read the book, just hop on the bike and go. That's not going to work, is it? It's not going to work. So if you're waiting until you read, like all the best books, or you watch all the best content, or you have all the best programs, like, the best editing programs, or thumbnail programs, or if you have like VidIQ, which you should get VidIQ. I have a link in the description if you would like to get VidIQ. It's a good program to help you optimize your videos, but it's a free version too. Don't worry about getting knocked with some sort of big payment. You can pay if you want to. It's very, very, very important to just begin. And you'll hear me say this a lot on this channel. Just start. Because when you start, you're going to do something bad. And that's actually good, because you'll learn from it. You'll learn, there's things called like click-through rate. You'll learn people don't click on the video when I have this kind of thumbnail. Or you'll learn people don't watch the video for very long when I talk this way, or when I do this kind of topic. Or you'll learn that people don't enjoy, certain things. They don't like certain things. They dislike certain things. And all that stuff is going to teach you way, 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 way better than if you ever read a book or watched a video or anything. I started YouTube with zero knowledge on how YouTube worked. No knowledge. And when I started it, I just kept every video, even like before I was done posting a video, I would learn things and I would start realizing stuff. And every single video I did, or on the next one, I was like, okay, I need to do this time. The first one I posted, I don't even think I had a thumbnail. I just let YouTube choose it because I thought the video was so amazing. I was like, it's a great video. People are going to watch it. I didn't even think about the fact that nobody cares what's inside of the video when they just see the title and thumbnail. The title and thumbnail, if it doesn't make them think what's inside of the video is good, they're not going to click on it. So you really got to work on things as you go along, and you're not going to work on it unless you just start. And just starting makes YouTube so worth it simply because of the fact that you're learning as you go. It's not going to be worth it if you try and try and try to learn as much as possible before you start. And here's why. You're going to think that you put all this time in to get the perfect niche, to learn how to edit videos perfectly, to do the perfect lighting, to do the perfect audio, to do all these things. And then you're going to start that channel maybe 3 years, after you decided to start, which, by the way, in a second, I'm going to tell you how long it took me to start my channel. It's bad. And you're going to put all this effort in. And when you start your channel, nobody's going to watch it. You're going to have your high production videos. You're going to have your all your effort you've put in. Nobody is going to watch the videos. You'll have maybe 12 views. Maybe after a week or so, you'll have 100 views. It won't be much. And it'll be a slow, slow crawl. And you'll think to yourself, I'm seeing people blow up that don't even edit. Like, why is it that nothing's happening with me? And that's when you'll realize you should have started much sooner. The biggest complaint you hear about YouTubers is they wish they started sooner. Now, as far as me, I have a degree in radio television. I have been in radio. I have learned how to edit video, how to edit. I was doing professional grade video editing before YouTube came out. And if you don't know, YouTube came out in 2005, so it's been 20 years. I did not start YouTube for about 20 years because I never felt like I could come up with the right niche. Well, eventually I did start a YouTube channel with a niche. It's a big tractor. And the niche isn't even one that I'm going to stick to forever. It's not even a niche that I'm going to I shouldn't say I'm not going to stick to it forever. I am going to stick to it. But it wasn't a niche that I am an authority in and that I really like doing it the way you have to do it so that it gets views, if that makes sense. I am kind of sticking with it, but it's actually going down in views because I'm starting to realize I just want to do the channel this way. I don't want to do it the way for all those views because I'm not passionate enough about that topic. And I realized when I was talking to friends and family about my channel that I wasn't talking to them about the virtual reality gaming. I was talking to them about the process of YouTube. That's when it started to click to me. Maybe I should start a channel on the process of starting a channel and monetizing a channel and all that. So that's why I'm here today. But 20 years it took me to figure this out. If I had started just when YouTube came out, like a bunch of other people just posting pictures of cats and whatever, just doing something and figuring it out and maybe having a video pop off here or there and realizing, oh, people like this. Oh, I enjoyed doing this. So who knows where I would be now? But it would probably be further. It would probably be further. We can probably agree on that at least, because with every passing moment, I get more subscribers. You know, that means that, not technically, that doesn't technically mean you get more money when you have more subscribers, but starting just makes it worth it to do YouTube, because if you just get started, you will learn and you will know more about YouTube and you know more what to do and you will pick up on things. And when you finally figure out what that niche is that you want to do, that topic that you want to stick to fully, you will be so much more prepared to start working on that. And you'll have so much more on your belt. And your channel may even have so many more subscribers because of the time you put in trying to figure out what you wanted to do. I would recommend at least figuring out a topic before you start, but you really don't have to. If you want to just start posting videos about you talking about football or whatever it is that you want, just getting comfortable with a camera, that's fine. I would totally recommend doing that, because you will find that it will have been worth it to do that as time goes on. Because if 2 years go by and you've done nothing but read books and watch videos, you've really not learned anything because you haven't put it to practice. Because that day one that you do it, it's not going to just end up being magical. So if you spend the next 2 years learning it, though, is because the 2 years are going to go by anyway. They're going to go by whether or not you're working on this. So if you just go ahead and decide, I'm just going to start posting videos about hunting, or I'm going to start posting videos about fishing, or I'm just going to sit in front of the camera and talk about these things that I like, that's fine. I saw a guy the other day. He's got, I don't know, he had like 5,000 subscribers or something. He's been on YouTube for 10 years or something. His channel wasn't very good. It was all over the place, but he makes money on YouTube. And if he hadn't started 10 years ago, he never would even be doing what he's doing. He's not making much money because, just judging from his channel, doesn't look he tries very hard. But the point is, if you just get started, it's going to be worth it because the time's going to pass anyway. So I suggest that you get started, but right before you do that, go ahead and watch this video right here.